Out of question. Out of question.
Didn't wait long this time to participate in the Finnish pre-selection. And we're back the year after with a song titled Amor Amor, sung by Ami Aspelund.
Yeah.
Or Ami Aspesund, as the presenter named her in 83.
Yes, I remember that, yeah. I have told this Ami Aspesund in München 83, and she didn't notice that there, so she heard years from me that she has used this, she thinks it's so funny, and she has used this sentence afterwards.
When she was a guest in this podcast, I presented her with saying Ami Aspesund.
Oh, nice. She heard it from me, I can tell you.
This song is one of my absolute favorites ever from the Finnish pre-selection. And I can't understand why it didn't win. It only needed 7 more points.
Yeah. So, but I can tell you that this song was meant to go to Arja Saijonmaa.
Yep.
I made it to her. She was in my mind when I wrote the song, and even I think you don't know the text or understand the depth of the text, but the text is brilliant to Arja Saijonmaa. It's a bit rough, and very erotic and also romantic, and it suits to Arja Saijonmaa so well. But I contacted Arja Saijonmaa to Sweden, and she was really very, very keen on to sing this song. But she was at the same time when we had the final here in Finland. She had this, I remember this Sara Leander theater piece somewhere in Stockholm or somewhere, and she couldn't come. So she just said to me, "Can't you telephone to the boss of the Yle and tell them that they could cancel the final and
it sounds very Arja.
Yeah, cancel the final and move it 2 weeks later so she could come."
Oh, I love her. I love her.
Yeah. So I did as like he told me to do. But what a big surprise in Yle, they didn't do this.
And what a surprise for Arja.
Yeah, well, must be, yeah. For me, it was not a surprise, so I knew it was useless to do this. But then I had a big problem. Who will sing this Amor Amor song?
Did Arja record the song?
No, it didn't came to my mind, but it could be a great thing now later.
Yeah. Yes, please do. I want to hear that version.
Okay. But look, then I had this problem. Who would sing that? And I didn't remember anymore what I had in my mind. But just remember that Ami is a good singer, and then I represent this to her, and she was very glad to come to sing this. But now later, I have to say that this is a kind of rough thing. This Amor Amor, very powerful song. And Ami is a kind of too sort of sophisticated lady. So this is not very, let's say,
suitable
to her. And maybe there was that it didn't work so enough well. Yeah. But that was I really built this song. This was a year where I was in charge. Really, I really built all the thing what happens in floor there, and the background singers, I was one of them, and we made a good arrangement really.
Amor, amor, jos olet pelossa, lennä yksinäisten luo. Lapsesi täällä elää pelossa, meille toisen turva tuo. Amor, amor, tule ja lämmitä, tiedot aina losi kylmä.
was a bit surprised also that it was only third.
Yeah. Did it came as a shock that you were beatable?
Yes, maybe it was that. Yeah, you know me already.
Did Ami record the song?
No, she never, because she didn't have agreement with any company at that time. And that was also here a time in Finland that Finnish music didn't sell very well. Okay. So I mean, this was a general trend that there were not so much recording at that time. Finnish music was not pop in Finland during these years.
Is there a recording of Amor Amor?
Yes, there is a recording afterwards. Sonja Lumme has made it to her. But that's quite...
in a different version.
It's a different version and much more, let's say, soft. It's not so powerful at all. But I don't have anything to do with that thing. I mean.
Ja väistyisi pois tää ihmisten rakkaudettomuus. Amor, amor, jos olet elossa, lennä yksinäisten luo. Lapsesi täällä elää pelossa, meille toisen turvatuu.
Was there a demo of Amor Amor?
I tried to find it. It must be some kind of demo because that was an open competition again, but I haven't found that. There must be somehow.
Did you sing that demo?
I think I did because there was no one else among this song. That was my thing, my work, this whole Amor Amor song. So I handled ties.
Yeah. In any way, I'm sure that Amor Amor had given Finland a better placing in Eurovision than Boulevard, who ended second to last with 3 points in 88.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go to the year after, because in 1989, you were back in the pre-selection with a song sung by Anneli Saaristo. Mm-hmm. And she later won that year in Finland, but not with your song. Mm. What can you tell us about your composition that ended third?
Yes, so as you already see, I was very, very connecting to Eurovision during these years. This was already fourth time, and that was also an open competition, so I wanted to write a song again. And there is a story for this song because my father died late 88, only 45 years old. Oh. And that was, of course, a big sorrow to me and our family. And this time I make a big ballad, I mean more serious song, not a pop song. And I made this Oi äiti maa. And also the lyrics once again came from V.P. Lehto. And that's a beautiful big song. And it went through the open, even Anneli Saaristo had already this, who won this La Dolce Vita, she had this song already. But I introduced this song to Anneli, and she also wanted to sing this. So she had 2 songs there in Finnish final.
The demo that was sent to Yle, did Anneli Saaristo sang Äiti maa?
Yes, that was sang by Anneli already, that demo which you made.
We listened to the original demo that was sent to Yle.
Ah, nice. I think it was quite good.
Mä kuulin suuren myrskyn kiehuvan, näin nuoren koivun kaatuneen. Mut yli virran kiehuvan, mä sielustani sillan teen, ei epätoivo voi mua voittaa. Mä nousen tuhkasta aina uudelleen, vaik aika hengen maahan lyö. Mä raunioista linnan teen, kun loppuu valheen karvas yö, saan taistella ja rakastaa. Oi äiti maa, minä kerron heille totuuden. Oi äiti maa, minä pelkää enää en. Oi itkevä maa, minä tahdon sinut vielä pelastaa.
did very good work, and we were third. Oh, that was not very big disappointment, because La Dolce Vita is very, very catching song, so I understood that we might win. But we made a good work for this item. I did a stylish song.
I love this song, and it's very atmospheric and grand, like a song perfect for a church concert or a hymn.
Oh, now when you say so, my body is when you feel the electricity going through your body.
We are not talking about an orgasm, I guess.
No, not yet. It comes later. Got a vibration through my body when you say it, because we really. In the beginning for Mä kuulen suuren myrskyn riehuvan, näin nuoren koivun kaatuneen. So on. So there is really tension in that time.
Yeah. Avaruuden autius ei anna uutta ystävää. Älä heitä pois elämää.
In 1990, for the fourth year in a row, in the national final, you finally got Arja Saijonmaa as an artist. But wasn't the big dream this time to sing the song yourself?
I didn't want any Arja Saijonmaa to sing this song, I can tell you. Even I have wished before that, yeah. Yes, that was, it came at that time that I have shown as a composer already, let's say, enough for myself and maybe for the audience also, that, okay, I can compose songs. But my biggest dream has always been that I will be a singer, which I have done all my life. And also, I think now I have courage enough to try myself as a singer to Eurovision. I didn't have an artist career yet that time, but this was meant to be the start to my artistic career. And we make a very, very big work for that. In Turku, in studio, with one guy, hundreds of hours we work for this song Gabriela, which I have composed. And we made a good demo, which I found at my cottage 2 days ago. Happy to hear that.
Vain sataman ruosteiset laivat, suuren surusi kohdata saivat. Ne aistivat tuoksun suolaisten kyynelteen. Itkit vanhimman veljesi vuoksi, joka vuorilla kuolemaan juoksi. Vapauden sai hän sen, jota kaipaamme niin jokainen. Gabriela, Gabriela, niin on suuri voima tuulen, itkus tänne asti kuulen. Gabriela, 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 aika kuivaa kyyneleesi, ilon tuo sun sydämeesi. Gabriela, Gabriela.
And I heard that it went to the clear number one to Finnish final among hundreds of the songs, and I was so happy. I mean, I felt that now it finally starts. And okay, that was there, and I got the information that Gabriela is there in Finnish final. But then after some days, I got a message to my telephone answer, and then the same man, Erkki Pohjanheimo, who didn't change the day of Amor year, the Finnish of the Finnish final.
Yeah.
He said that, hey Petri, congratulations for you are again in the final, and now we have a very, very interesting plan that Arja Saijonmaa might sing it. I was thinking, what the fucking Arja Saijonmaa is going to sing My Gabriela?
Yeah.
And then I took a call to Erkki Pohjanheimo. He was embarrassed that, yes, we have been talking about the record company men, and they have played this song to Arja Saijonmaa, and he's keen on coming to sing this. Okay, then I called to the record company men, which I have introduced this song to those. And they were also embarrassed to apologizing me that they understand you are a young composer, young artist, but they thought that this might have now very good chance to win if Arja Saijonmaa is going to sing this, and they were apologizing this to me. So then it was my decision. Then I was thinking that maybe 1 or 2 weeks, what should I do? Then I gave up, and I also thought that Arja might have very good chances in this, but of course this was also disappointment to me. But after this decision, I put all my efforts to build this performance for Arja. But that was a big drama to myself.
Did Arja ever got this information that you wanted to sing the song yourself?
I don't know. But if she got, she didn't. That was not an issue to her, I think. So.
No.
Arja Saijonmaa! Lycka för helvetes amatörer, perkele, här kommer jag!
Joku muukin sun itkusi kuuli, liekö ollut tuo lempeä tuuli, joka tarttui sun juuksisi tummiin ja kiiltäviin. Sua lohdutti tuulien syli, lauloit minulle merien yli, vapauden sai hän sen, jota kaipaamme niin jokainen. Gabriela, Gabriela, niin on suuri voima tuulen, itkus tänne asti kuulen. Gabriela, 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 aika kuivaa kyyneleesi, ilon tuo sun sydämeesi. Gabriela, Gabriela.
Why did Arja never release the song?
Yeah, that's a good question, but I think Arja Saijonmaa didn't have at that time recording career in Finland. Even she had good connection to Fazer Music, the company. So maybe that's why.
But I mean, she had a record deal in Sweden and released several albums during this time. She never asked to release it in Swedish.
No, I don't remember that. But I didn't mind if she had done that. Of course, ask her.
Oh no! Believe me, I will not call her again.
No. Why not so? People generally like your calls, like me.
Yes, but I didn't like my call with Ari. Let's say.
Oh, okay, that's a different thing, of course. I'm so flattered if you say that you merely called to me than Arja Saijonmaa.
The legend says that the Finnish jury in 1990 had decided that a song in Swedish should finally win. And if that was the case, they definitely chose the wrong Swedish song.
Yeah, that's halfly this is true, but my ear says, I was told that the jury disliked, some of those dislike Arja Saijonmaa, her personality so much, disliked that anybody else but Arja. And you can see it from the votes. There were maybe 10 or 12 in jury. Some of them give very good points to us, and some of give minimal points. So it's it's enough if there is a small jury and there are 2 or 3 persons who has decided that anybody but, for example, this. So it's enough not to win.
Gabriela, Gabriela, niin on suuri voima tuulen, laulus tänne asti kuulen. Gabriela, 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 aika kuivaa kyyneleesi, ilon tuo sun sydämeesi, Gabriela, Gabriela. Niin on suuri voima tuulen, laulus tänne asti kuulee. Gabriela, Gabriela, aika kuivaa kyyneleesi, ilon tuo sun sydämeesi, Gabriela, Gabriela.
Gabriele ended third with 6 points behind the group Beat with the song
only
3.
6? Okay.
Yeah. And I must ask, since I know what a horrible bad loser Arja is, how did she handle this loss?
Oh, I remember we went to eat with this record company guys and Arja and me, and I think she behaved very decently.
Great.
Yeah.
Because I know when she lost against Lotta Engberg in the Swedish pre-selection in 1987 with only 1 point, she called her a pregnant cow. And a funny little fact here is that the name Arja actually means angry in Swedish.
Yeah, Ari, yeah.
Högt över haven pågår demonstrant. Det kan nog blixtra och dundra ibland. Våra zoner är laddade vält. Kärlek måste vara kärlek. Ja, eventuellt.
So Gabriela was forgotten after that. I'm sorry, but I started finally my own artistic career 4 years after this. Then I took to my own record year 96. So, but it's only one song among the others. So, but there was a nice song to sing, so I sang that too. But I have to say that the demo which I made, it's much more. Even it's a demo, but it's much more catching even the demo than because we work so much for that.
But I have learned that you wrote from the beginning 2 songs for the year 1990. Or I mean, you had an alternative to Gabriela, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but I didn't send that. I asked one senior producer, Jaakko Salo, who was the manager of for Arja in the record company. And I asked first, Jaakko, which song would win Eurovision Song Contest, Gabriela or Täällä Pohjantähden alla? And that was, of course, a question of humor. And then he said, this song will win Eurovision Song Contest, means Gabriela. So I leave Täällä Pohjantähden alla for, let's say, for 4 years to release that. So yeah, I have alternative song which I would take part to Eurovision.
And this song later became one of your biggest hits.
That is my biggest hit.
That is your biggest hit?
Yeah, and that's a very loving song. I can say it's not Finlandia hymn, but it's in people's mind, it's almost like that. So it's a very remarkable song among Finnish people.
I tried here before to pronounce the title. I can say it in English. It's Here Under the Northern Star.
Yes, Täällä Pohjantähden alla.
You sent me a demo.
I played that to the producer, but that was only for me and for us. So this demo didn't go anywhere else.
Täällä Pohjantähden alla murheita on laulajalla. Täällä kuu kuumottava on myös alakuloinen. Täällä Pohjantähden alla hiipii sielun asti halla ja tuntee tappamalla rikki repii sydämen. Ja alla Pohjantähden minä tulen, minä lähden ja vain Pohjantähden nähden ytken vuokses kyyneleen.
After Gabriela, you didn't participate for several years. Why did it take 10 years before you were back in the competition?
I tried at least 3 times when there was the open competition, but every year there was no open competition, and also the conductors changed in Yle, so I didn't get invitations.
Maybe my songs were not enough good, but if you listen Finnish Eurovision songs during 90 or the Finnish final songs, you can only wonder why any of my demos were not there. So that's, I tried, but also I concentrate to my beginning singing solo career more than the Eurovisions. But I sent you some demos from those songs which I have tried to take in part to Finnish competition, but never succeeded.
I've got 3 songs that's been submitted to Yle during the 90s. In 92, you submitted a song called Meren laulua kuuntelen.
I'm listening to the Voice of the Sea. That's a strong love song, and the text is very brilliant by Anna-Mari Kaskinen, a lady which I have done many gospel songs with her. And it didn't pass to the Finnish final, but later I took that song to my first CD in 94, yeah.
Did you sing on the demo that was
Yes,
sent?
I did, yes.
Yep. We listen to it.
Sinä olet virta ja minä olen kuu, joka veteen heijastuu. Sinä olet laulu ja minä kuulin sen, yhä säveltä tapailen. Me kuulumme yhteen kuin taivas ja maa, ei meitä voi erottaa. Me kuulumme yhteen kuin myrsky ja yö, sinun aaltosi rantaani lyö. Me kohtaamme hetkessä ikuisuuden, me palaamme roihuteen. Kun muistomme hiekkaan jo haihtunut on, elää rakkaus sammumaton.
There's one funny thing, for example, that some of these years were also that the composers were
invited
to write songs, and I was never invited during in 90. That was after Ossi Runne when was he
conductor?
Was retired. Yeah, conductor who was retired, I think, 89. And one funny thing is, for example, that the new conductor, Olli Ahvenlahti, 1 year, for example, invited himself to compose.
Oh my God.
Yes, your God. So that's kind of, and of course there were asked some others, a few others. But that's kind of, let's say, a bit corrupted Finnish politic in Yle that year, that time.
Okay.
But that year, Tule luo Katri Helena won.
Okay, so in 93 then.
Yeah.
In the middle of the 90s, you submitted a song called Go Through the Storm.
Yeah, Käy myrskyä päin.
What can you tell me about this song?
But we can remember that because I surprisingly find the demo. And we made it with my one of my friend at his small home studio. And the lady who is singing there is my friend nowadays. And after that, she became an opera singer, which you can probably understand and hear when she's singing. She was very eager to sing this just for the demo because she's also a big Eurovision fan. And we made this song by huge enthusiasm, but didn't pass. But I like this song still. I have forgot that song already because it never released anywhere. But maybe someday, because now when I hear this song, I understand it's a bit old-fashioned nowadays, but still it's a bit catching song, I think so.
No, but don't say that. I mean, it's very ABBA, and
it's
and
especially at the beginning. When I heard this now again, I think, I start to laugh that this intro is definitely ABBA.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have forgot this song, but now I remember it again after more than 25 years.
Tiedän sen ruusujen keskellä vain. Ja tullessa tummien pilvien, et viihtyisi maailmassain. Kun salamat saapuvat, on kauniimpi maa. Raju ilma jo nousevaa, et
listen to the song, I can hear that you are influenced by ABBA. Am I right?
Yeah. You are right in that way that when I was a teenager, I was a very big ABBA fan. I love the songs, and I have almost all those their records.
Were you Frida or Agneta?
No, I think I'm Benny. You were my Frida.
I'm always Agneta,
Sorry, Benny was not with Frida. So,
yes, he was.
No, sorry, with Frida. Yes, correct.
I think it's so funny talking about influence, because I can hear, if we go back to the song we talked about before, Amor Amor, when I listen to the instrumental demo that you sent me, I can hear that you maybe were influenced by Pet Shop Boys and It's a Sin when I hear the smash in the beginning.
You are so right, because at that time my most loving song was It's a Sin. And also I was a music teacher at that time at school, and because I had a very big choir there, over 100 singers in the choir and the orchestra, that I might make an arrangement for this song. But then I understood it's not a proper thing to put the 17 years old girls and boys to sing this song. But there, I very loudly listened. It's a Sin song in my little apartment in Helsinki at that time. Yeah, I got the influence for from the beginning when the male choir is singing and so on. Yeah, that was my favorite song at that time. So I took some influence, of course.
Cool.
And the theme happened to be about the same also. It's a Sin, and this story about Amor, the little statue in Greece, the erotic tattoo and how people has lost their heart and their love.
Yeah.
The V.P. Lehto's text is brilliant in this song. Mm-hmm.
We have one more song you submitted during the 90s.
Yeah, it's Vain rakkaus jää, Only Love Stays.
Exactly, and you sang this song yourself too?
Yes, I sang it that demo, and later I sang it to my CD released in 98. I think I tried to make an ambitious big love song with big sounds.
Vain rakkaus jää, se suurempi muuta on. Kaikki muu häviää, on viha eessä sen voimaton. Vain rakkaus jää, ilman sitä maa ois lauluton. Kaikki muu häviää, vain rakkaus jää.
The conductor, Olli Ahvenlahti, apologized because it didn't went to the Finnish final. He said, I remember that if this song were sang in France language, that has won Eurovision.
Do you think, I hope it's proper to ask, but do you think it's possible you were rejected as an artist, but not as a composer?
You mean that they think more that I'm more composer than a singer? Yes, that's possible. Look, I wasn't a singer before year 94. So maybe they didn't take it seriously, my singing.
In 2000, you competed with a dramatic up-tempo song sung by Anna Eriksson.
Joo.
Ut voimani mun.
Very good.
Oh, thank you. What can you tell me about this song besides that it ended second?
This was an important thing too, because I wanted to come back to Eurovision somehow. And yes, this year I think I was asked to write a song, and I made 2 songs, but I had also, tried to find a singer this time, like lately before that. And I made this strong song, and I was really thinking about Anna Eriksson, who is a kind of same kind of singer, young, powerful lady with a good voice. And I was so happy that she liked this song, and we made a good entry to this. And so it was second, but there is also a place to speculate a little why it was only second, because it was one of the favorite in the final, but the system of how to give the points was a bit odd that year, that it stressed the televotes, and there was also a jury, and it went so that we were a little behind the televotes to Nina Ostrom, who won. And yeah, I have to tell, Anna was not a good loser.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was not also, but the others. but what's a remarkable thing that Oot voimani mun won your Eurovision fans' second chance.
Yep.
Even in Finnish, yes. which is a good, a big thing, and so and this song is still it's a hit in Finland still. So it stays, and it's living his own life, the song.
And also this was the year when both the popular Europop duo Nylon Beat and the even more popular band Nightwish took part in the pre-contest. But strangely the song a little bit won with Nina Ostrom.
Yeah.
Kun tähtiyö sammuu ja tummuu öinen maa, en silloin voi tietää kauniimpaa. Voimani mun jää syliin sun, voin siirtää mä vuoret paikoiltaan. Niin vahva mä oon, sun kainalos vain jos jäädä saan. Oot voimani mun ja tahtoosi sun, mä taivun ja teen sen milloin vaan. Niin vahva mä oon, kun sylisi sun taas jäädä saan.
If you had won, would you have liked to compete in Finnish or English?
I think we made a mistake before I started to write this song. I made this mistake that I choose Finnish because there was possibility also to sing in English, and we should have more courage to do it in English. So that was my mistake. Maybe if it has been singing in English, it had won. But that was my fault.
Is there an English version of the song?
No, I was too old-fashioned. I thought that Finnish people don't take English version.
And in 2000, you didn't only submit Oot voimani mun. You submitted one more song.
Yeah, I made a song about Finnish composer Jean Sibelius, and the simple name of the song is Jean.
You sang the demo yourself?
I sang it first though.
Kun olen yksin enkä näe, mä syytän miksi jatkuu kaikki tää. Kun maailman melu liikaa on, sä tajot taivaalleni auringon. Kun olen yksin, niin sä tuut, saat minut unohtamaan murheet muut. Sun musiikkiisi liehuvaan, mä hetkeks hukkua kun saan. Kuuntelen sua Jean, sä loit maailmaan. Kauneutta niin, puit sen musiikkiin. Sävel virtavaan, minut mukanaan. Vie voimallaan.
then I learned already. I had learned already that maybe they don't want me to sing in Eurovision. So that's why I asked Jari Sillanpää to sing that also. And by that Jari's demo, we took part to Finnish Eurovision, but it didn't pass to the final.
But wasn't it close?
I think it was close, yeah. And at that time, especially when Jari was very popular in Finland, I think it might have some chances also if it had went through.
Kun kuuntelen sua saan, tunnen uudestaan tuskan rakkauden, sinfoniat sen, taivaan meren maan, myrskyn raivokkaan, kaiken sen saan. Kun kuuntelen sua saan, tunnen uudestaan tuskan rakkauden, sinfoniat sen, taivaan meren maan, myrskyn raivokkaan, kaiken sen saan.
In 2002, you submitted a song called I Close My Eyes, the first one in English.
Yeah, not easy to me.
Why?
I was a bit lazy at school in English at the English lessons, I think, so that's why it's a bit difficult. But I tried.
But do you mean that you wrote the lyrics yourself this
No.
time?
I mean, even to sing in English, it's not so easy than in Finnish, of course.
Okay.
This is what I mean.
How close were this song to reach?
So I was told that was the first song they dropped away from the Finnish final. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But that year, Laura Voutilainen has his hit and good song, Addicted to You. It won. I was even I was watching the Finnish final in Tampere that year. And of course, I wished so much I were there too. I mean, singing, but I was not. But that's not my biggest disappointments in Eurovision. just to try.
I'm gone into an empty world alone. I feel so weak, still there is something holding strong. When I close my eyes, I dream of you. I dream of you. I know it's true. You're here up close to me. What can I do? Each moment as I lie here feels too good. I'm running out of breath as we go through this world that's so unreal. Still for us it's true. I dream of you. I know it's true.
How many years did pass till you made a new attempt?
I think it was year 2005 or 2006 when I made a new song for Eurovision, this Me voimme voittaa, We May Win, which is also, we may win the troubles we have in our love, but of course it's a hint also to Eurovision that we might win. And there was, I was also quite serious to go with this song, but nothing happened.
Did you sing the song yourself?
Yes, I did, and we can hear it if you want to.
Ah, lovely. We play it here.
Yeah, I happened to find this demo.
Elämä kylvää kyyneleitä. Ei niiltä välty yksikään. Se miksi säästänyt ois meitä. Nyt hyväksyn jo kaiken tän ja sylis jään. Me voimme voittaa, kun voittaa taas päivä tiedän sen. Voimme voittaa ja soittaa nuo soinut rakkauden. Pieni lintu pihapuuhun ilon siiville hahtaa. Taivas täynnä kultaa, pilvet purppuraa. Voimme voittaa, kun voittaa taas päivä tiedän sen. Voimme voittaa ja soittaa nuo soinut rakkauden.
2009, you competed with Jari Sillanpää, which we remember from Eurovision in 2004, when he informed us that it takes two to tango.
Have you followed this advice?
Yes, I have.
Or are you just still dancing alone?
No, I'm not dancing alone.
Oh, nice.
The song you competed with was titled Kirkas Kippinä.
Yeah.
And this was the first time you ended outside the top 3.
Yeah. That's a kind of folk song, we can say, and a kind of Slavic song. I like this song very much still, and I'm singing myself too. I mean, to my audience. This is to catch this song. It needs more than one time listening, but it's a big song, let's say like that. And the artists were invited that year to the competition. And there was a big competition which song Jari Sillanpää would choose, because he was very, very popular singer in Finland. And he liked this song most, those who were offered to him. And I was very happy for that.
Poikan huutoa kuuntelin, luona saaren ja salmen suun. Alla kasvavan uuden kuun, tuuli tuoksuja toi. Maa unelmoin, yö oli kaunis kuin olla voi. Hiljaa yksin kun kuuntelin, herkkää villiä laulajaa, kertoen muinaista tarinaa, sielun haavoittuneen ja harhailleen, hellästi nosti se siivilleen. Kaunis on niin, hauras on niin, tää karvas ihana elämän kirkas kipinä kylmän maani keskellä.
We made a good work for this song, but it was a bit surprised why it didn't get very much votes. It went to the final, but it was 4th, I remember, in the final. So this was one thing I didn't understand, let's say like that. But also, I mean, this song, to like this song, it needs maybe a bit more sophisticated taste. It's I made it by purpose a song which is a bit more than Eurovision Schlager, kind of folk music.
Who sang the demo?
Jari sang the demo. We made this demo. Yes, I found it. I can send it to you.
Kuitenkin minä kulkija vaan, maailman helmasta voimassaan.
The last time you competed in the pre-selection in Finland was in 2011.
Yeah.
With a song titled Seis, which means stop.
Means stop.
Yeah. Tommi Soidinmäki sang the song.
Mm-hmm.
And you found the demo.
Yeah, surprisingly, when you made me work hard for the demos, hours and hours going to my boxes and found so many demos and so many songs. So I found also this demo, the song before there was no lyrics, let's say the working name for the song was Bang. And there I'm playing this bang with my synthesizer, only with one instrument.
Can we hear the demo?
A part of that, maybe not 3 minutes, please. But it's even without text. It's interesting song.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Da 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 da.
Saa, mut kastimerkin kohtaloltaansa. Seis, nuo kaksi maailmaa, ei toisiansa kohta, niin ei käynyt milloinkaan.
And this song never reached the final. And I've heard you got really disappointed and have said in interviews that you never want to take part in the contest again.
Thank God it's 10 years ago. I might have said so. Yeah, I don't deny that. Yeah, I was angry. Yeah.
Are you sticking to that, or have you ever submitted anything since then?
I haven't sent anything because once again the system changed it here, and now there is this new music competition, Uuden musiikin kilpailu, and especially in the first years. Now I think they have had this now. Is it 7 years, this UMK? And they started try to find a new music makers, new composers, new solists, that let's say unknown solists, unknown artists. And I have felt that they really don't want us old cows to take part anymore. So of course I have followed, I have watched the competitions, but let's say I haven't had this kind of spark anymore, this kind of system.
But you must have been asked, I mean, from artists that want to compete.
At least I have asked from many fans to make new songs.
Yeah.
I can say that Eurovision are not my whole life anymore, like it really was in the first years. So I mean, I'm very happy to still. I have had my singing career already 27 years, and I'm so happy that I still can do that, and people are still coming to my concerts, and I have made many records my own. So that has been my main work during already 25 years. So that is my aim, has been more there. But okay, I don't dislike Eurovision still. And if there comes a good chance to write song for an artist, I feel I'm too old person already, because it's like it has mostly always been a young people's competition. And young artists, not only, but mostly. So I'm not dreaming about seeing myself there anymore. But when I was younger, of course I dreamed about that, but I never succeeded.
Have you never tried to send songs abroad?
Not really. Maybe from the company. I was in Warner Chapel. That was my record company for a long time. They have sent something somewhere, even they made some, I just found the tape where there are 4 songs, my composing, not singing by me in English. But it's also 15 years ago, 20 years ago when they tried to send it somewhere. But not, that's all. I haven't heard anything afterwards from those. But that would be interesting also, but I don't have this kind of connections. For example, it has been in my mind, why not to write to Estonia or Sweden something, Melody Festival, and for example, there are many good songs, but also very, very some boring songs many years. So I mean, it's not, but I don't know how it works, the system nowadays.
I believe it's harder to go through Melodifestivalen than go through Eurovision.
Yes, but I mean, you have these several semifinals, so why not there?
Yeah.
And and the Swedish Melody Festival songs they are produced is so high level always. So I like to follow them. I like to look them. That's a very good TV program.
Yeah. I always ask my guests as the last question who they think I shall invite to the podcast. Who do you suggest?
Have you asked Rolf Løvland from Norway?
Great suggestion.
Yeah, because he made the 2 winners, the instrumental thing. It was written by him, I think so, and also Ladet Svinge.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a great music maker, I think. I met him then when we were there at the same time. He was a nice guy, my age about.
Yeah.
And I'm also already history too. Yeah. But yes, I mean it's a good question as you tried to ask why I haven't done during 90s or 2000 or now. But my focus really has been more in singing and concentrating that. Which is a pity, I think Eurovision fans think it's a pity that almost every time when I go out somewhere to restaurant or bar, I have to say also drunken Eurovision fans, those come, hey, why don't you are the only one who can write us a good song, do it next year, blah, blah, blah. And, thank you. So...
But in a perfect world, you would have competed with one song every year since 1985. Thank you so much for this nice chit-chat, Petri.
Thank you. Very nice to talk with you.
Next time we maybe can focus more on me.
Of course. I haven't asked any questions of you yet.
I was kidding, darling.
No, don't kid with me.
And thanks to you, my dear listeners around the world. Don't hesitate to contact me on our social medias at Facebook and Instagram, or the old-fashioned way, emil@schlagervandrarna.se. I hope you enjoyed this episode with me and Petri Laaksonen, and if you did, subscribe to the podcast, write a review, and tell your friends about Eurovision legends.
So now can I ask something from you? How long you have made these podcasts? Some years, 2 years, 3 years?
1.5.
Okay, but you have followed Eurovision's
since I was a child. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you know almost everything about that. I'm sure about that. So do you have also in Sweden, like we have this fan clubs?
Absolutely, yeah. And I've actually been to the Finnish fan club sometimes. Yeah. Yeah.
You have been visit there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've been to the ferries. You have some ferries to Estonia.
I was once there. Maybe when your L'Oreal was performing this only one song. You were there or no?
No.
This year, it was about 5 years ago. I went with my friend once. That's nice. But I have noticed that the younger fans, they don't have any idea of Äitimaa or Amor, so they are so young that they don't remember those. But those, little more senior fans, they of course fancy those. Hey, but thank you. I'm so relieved now that I'm so I impress myself so much better in Finnish, but so I managed somehow this.
But you are perfect in English. Pusso ja hallaus.
Kiitos samoin. Detsamma för dig.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Moi.
Vain sataman ruosteiset laivat, suuren surusi kohdata saivat. He aistivat tuoksun suolaisten kyynelteen. Itkit vanhimman veljesi vuoksi, joka vuorilla kuolemaan juoksi. Vapauden sai hän sen, jota kaipaamme niin jokainen. Gabriela, Gabriela, niin on suuri voima tuulen, itkus tänne asti kuulen. Gabriela, 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 aika kuivaa kyyneleesi, ilon tuo sun sydämeesi. Gabriela, Gabriela. Joku muukin sun itkusi kuuli, tietet ollut tuo lempeä tuuli, joka tarttui sun yksisi tunnin ja kiiltäviin. Sua lohdutti tuulien syviin. Lauloit minulle merien yli, vapauden sai hän sen, jota kaipaamme niin jokainen. Gabriela, Gabriela, niin on suuri voima tuulen, itkus tänne asti kuulen. Gabriela, 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 aika kuivaa kyyneleesi, ilon tuo sun sydämeesi. Gabriela, Gabriela. Gabriela, Gabriela, niin on suuri voima tuulen, laulus tänne asti kuulen. Gabriela, 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 aika kuivaa kyyneleesi, ilon tuo sun sydämeesi. Gabriela, Gabriela, niin on suuri voima tuulen, laulus tänne asti kuulen. Gabriela, Gabriela, aika kuivaa kyyneleesi, ilon tuo sun sydämeesi. Gabriela, Gabriela,
I'm happy afterwards. I'm happy it didn't went there with me because I wasn't ready for singer that year yet. So I didn't have any material to the recording and so on enough. So maybe that was God's will that it went to Arja because I was not ready for that.